check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't statements, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts. I used to keep. I don't statements, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, my hallucination. I used to see. Wake up and I find out, did it change up? Wait, did it change up? Is it light out? Yeah, did it find out? Better walk around the edge of the room in the bed with my arm on face. Face around, better try to breathe. Face around, face around. I check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blind. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't statements, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts. I used to keep. I don't statements, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, my hallucination. I used to see. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Atlanta Falcons. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Franco 80. Let's see it. Go.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 16 yards right off the bat for a first down.
And the Falcons, first down.
Come on.
First and 10 at the
Cowboy
49-yard line.
19 Chargers.
They'll look to throw. Now they'll tuck this and run. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. The Falcons at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. Drake London, his intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. You talk about this Washington defense. Yeah, they come into top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking your quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5. Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 79 Broncos.
Back to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready, right?
They'll look to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Ready,
So
set.
not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Cougar.
He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 6-yard line.
70 rip.
Again, he'll drop to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Yes, all game runs.
His 14th touchdown now on the year.
They came down halftime. No, they just gotta get it. Take 5 off every time. Get 2 stops. Score twice.
Now it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Yeah, they just gotta wake up.
Special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20. Looking to put a drive together.
Warriors 70. Go.
Off the play fake, Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Here's 2nd and 10.
7 Pirates. 7. Viking 18. Go.
Throwing now is Daniels. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3rd down and 6.
60.
To the air goes Daniels. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3 and out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but it's going to be second down. You talk about this Falcon defense. And they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked third in the NFL against the pass.
They may be ranked third against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story. This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
Daniels looking to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. A little juke. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
It's caught. Mitchell. Touchdown, Washington. Adonai Mitchell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Credit the sack to Von Miller.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action, the Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. They'll get him to the ground at the 20, following a pickup of 4. From the 20, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Barkley inside handoff. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Let's go! Look at 19!
And the Falcons.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Falcons 14. Commanders 7. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's out of bounds, but not before getting across the 50 to the 45.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made, is the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Now Daniels going to keep it. Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Incomplete to Zach Ertz. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 21 yards. They go play action. Daniels. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
First and goal, Washington.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Cougar 19.
Now Daniels. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up second and goal.
Viking 18. Ready.
Krosky Merritt will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
70 Timberwolves.
And they'll run again. And this time he'll lose yardage as the defense now giving him any room to operate. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
On fourth down, here's Daniels. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Keandre Lambert-Smith with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders take the chance on fourth and goal, and it pays off with 6. Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Commanders' 44-yard line.
Now 2nd and 5.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll look to throw here. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Looking to throw. And we'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
And the Falcons, 1st down.
Yeah, he'll try to run with this. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Well, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't look too well.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
That's a gain of 8.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Get it. 60, 19, 18.
He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Shot 50, shot 50. Warriors, 18, Ryan, 18.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Now back to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. This one from 48 yards away. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Falcons grab it. And they are going to possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Now he's going to step up and run. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Hold it ready.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 60 Maverick. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Go.
A final shot before break. Daniels. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
The final shot before break. Daniels. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Let's go now.
And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
19, Tiger, 9, Buffalo 18.
To throw is Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Jaden Daniels with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
First down.
Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good pickup there at 22. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now he'll take it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
60 back there, 60, Cowboy 80. Ready, ready.
On play action, they'll throw. And that'll be incomplete. Drake London, the intended receiver there. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Ready. Nice. Ready, ready.
He'll drop to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Matthew Judon in there to take him down.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Gonzalez's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive. And we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Cougar 19.
On 1st down, it's Krosky Merritt. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
But it's certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I'm trying to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards, the final tally.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking...
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Moody good with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the 3rd quarter.
searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
I tell you, he's been running for his life all game long. They've sacked him time after time. And here he's again forced to beat the retreat. And he's got to throw this ball away.
Dragon 60. Warrior 70. Ready.
They'll set up to throw. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A gain of 22 more yards.
And now they'll shift things around. Back to throw again. Now he's going to step up and run. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
A third quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Go check, go check.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Commanders will take over possession here up at the 44. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs lived for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because of the drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 70 Timberwolves. Third. Right there.
To the air goes Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter. Picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
That's caught. Krosky Merritt with it. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Theo Johnson, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Commanders get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Moody good with the extra point. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
Trap 60.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
60 Maverick.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Matt Judon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Got a man, it's London. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on a deep ball.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. Shot. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 15-yard line.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
That's another Falcons
Not
1st
saying
down.
nothing.
They'll look to throw again. Now he's going to step up and run. All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the 1st down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. Now 1st and goal.
Let's go. Ready.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Come on.
They'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run. But this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Lions. Ready.
He's back to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Darnell Mooney from 3 yards out. And the Falcons have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out, and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series that helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. This is 1st and 10.
Dragon 60. Let's go now. Buffalo at 19 Cardinals. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Throwing now is Daniels. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. What do you think? Play this safe? Just worry about getting to OT?
Yeah, don't make any risky throws. It's going to change the outcome. But if anyone slips, take the big shot.
Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches.
Trap 60. Trap 60.
Now Daniels. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Warriors 70. 19, 18, cut 19, cut 19. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Panther 11, Panther 11. 19 Tiger, 79 Broncos.
Daniels looking to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. That's caught by Johnson. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Washington first down. A 28-yard gain. And the Washington first down.
Here's 1st and 10.
60 Eagles. Stephanie.
Daniels with a give to Krosky Merritt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Here we go. Start. 19, 18, 76, 19, Bronco 80. Go.
Back to throw. Daniels. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And Washington now going to use the 1st of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Out of the gun, they go with Krosky Merritt. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. Moody good with the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead.
42. Falcons 35.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Buffalo 18.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Here comes 2nd down.
Hey, check that. Street. Ready? Bronco 80. Mustang 19. Ready?
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game.
Panther 60.
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Commanders, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2.